This is Couples Court with the Cutlers.
We're here for McKinney versus McKinney. You've been married 2.5 years.
Yes, Your Honor.
But have known each other since middle school.
Yes, Your Honor.
That is something. And you have a beautiful baby together.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so tell me, why in the world are you here in Couples Court today?
Your Honor, I just want to know if my husband is sleeping with the neighbor because he's been acting real distant. Our marriage just hasn't been the same. And, he's just nonchalant about everything. He gets mad with me. So I just want to know the truth today.
Mr. McKinney, what do you have to say about that?
I have admitted to her that I have cheated and everything. This has been a year and a half ago. And I'm doing everything now to make sure everything's straight. I'm not cheating, I'm not doing nothing.
Okay, so you cheated in the past.
Yes, sir.
But that was in the past, and now you're on the straight and narrow.
Yes, sir. That's the reason I'm here today, so that she know that I'm on the straight and narrow. The only thing I'm worrying about is her and my little girl. That's it.
And you don't believe him?
I don't believe anything he's saying.
Okay, can you tell him exactly what is at stake today?
If I find out you're cheating on me today, we're done. You got to get it together. And
you said you're not cheating right now?
I haven't done nothing since June 18th. She's just paranoid because she gonna go through my phone, Facebook, all of that. It's just the trust is lost with her.
The trust is lost.
You broke that trust.
Mm-hmm.
And you recognize that the trust is lost?
Yes, sir.
And you're here to rebuild that trust, aren't you?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you're here to convince her that you're deserving of that trust?
Yes, Your Honor.
But you're saying that she's paranoid. Why are you saying she's paranoid?
Because she know all I do is go to work at night, come home. When I'm home, it's just me, her, and my little child. If we don't have nothing to do, we out of town trying to do something.
Are you paranoid?
I don't think I'm paranoid. I just think that I have a feeling in my gut is that he's doing something. He's always he's just not there all the way, 100%. He's nonchalant,
And look, I'm a married person. You're looking at mine, right? Mm-hmm. Your gut is your gut. A woman's intuition is rarely wrong. And you're here to get that corrected.
Yes, Your Honor.
You talk about a woman's intuition. From a man's perspective, if he's doing everything he's supposed to do, then her intuition could be fueled by something completely paranoid.
But love, he's already
What he's done in the past, we're talking about what he's done in the past, he's talking about what he's doing right now.
I'm not paranoid.
I don't have nothing
crazy.
to be paranoid about. I know what I'm doing.
He's crazy.
You know what you're doing.
I know what I'm doing.
But love, I gotta tell you, was there a period after the fallout a year and a half ago where things were okay?
Only when he on Valentine's Day, if he brings me a gift or something, but that still doesn't cover up the fact that that happened.
Okay.
Because I'm still damaged from it, so it's never really been a good time.
What about back in the beginning?
Yeah, in the beginning it was good. We got we met each other. We've known each other since middle school. We fell apart then we met back up at a school we was going to together, and
Now, when you all met in middle school, were you all just friends, or were you all actually boyfriend and girlfriend in middle school?
I was like a geek to him. He never noticed me. He was the little...
Yeah, I wasn't into, I ain't gonna lie, I was into the streets and all that. I was running behind the fast girls. And,
He didn't want no smart girl.
She was a kind of nerd at the time,
Okay.
I just looked at it and kept going about my business,
When did you realize that the freaks and the cheats out in the street weren't for you, and this was the one for you?
I realized that once I got cheated on.
So you know what it feels like to be cheated
Yeah,
on?
I know what it feels like. That's why I'm trying to show her that I'm doing what I need to do now.
So besides him catching your eye, what other things made you fall in love with this gentleman?
He's like my little teddy bear, he's somebody I can come to when I'm sad, when I'm crying. He brings me Mother's Day gifts every year when we have Mother's Day. He's just my other half.
He's doing those things that you would expect from your husband.
And I love him, yeah.
At some point, something changed. Is that correct?
Yeah.
All right, what was it that changed?
Just every time I turn around, he was texting different females, things saying he wanted to, do oral sex with people. And
Hold up. Was he offering or asking?
Oh, he was offering to do it.
So he's a giver.
Yes, Your Honor.
I did do that. I admitted to all of that.
Yes,
Okay.
We had our up and downs and all that, and
it doesn't matter.
That's what marriage is. It's up and it's down. When it's down, you don't go somewhere else. You stay in the game, man.
and I have admitted to my wrongs what I have done and all of that, and
And this is one ex that she was independent. She had like 3 jobs, a nice car. He used to always throw up, oh, she's better than you. She's more independent. You know what I'm saying? It hurt my feelings.
What was the first instance that you saw that he was texting someone?
It was an argument we had one night, and he just threw it up at my face.
That he was texting her?
He just threw up that she was independent and I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I'm not nothing.
Okay, so tell me about that night. Why were you all fighting?
We was fighting because I was working 7 days a week, 12, 14 hours a day. Oh. And the only thing that she was thinking then was I was cheating.
Because you were working 7 days a week because you were gone so much? 12,
14 hours a day.
But you still had time to text this babe?
Yes,
okay, so that energy you should have been spending on her.
That's right.
When you had this fight, did you talk to him about that text?
I've talked to him. He didn't care.
At that point, I wasn't caring about nothing.
Okay, I want you to look at your bride. She clearly loves you. And you stood here and said, I didn't care at a point, so I was just doing me. It's about being honest, love.
Yeah.
You gotta do that.
Was there anything else that made you think that something was going on?
I know it was one time when I met a friend in his program. And I asked her as a friend, can you reach out to him? Maybe if somebody else talked to him, they can get through to him. Come to find out, she's forwarding me messages from them too, but he's asking her for oral sex too.
She came to me first, and then she switched everything around and made it seem like I was coming on to her.
That's when you say, dude, I'm involved.
And not only that, around June, 4th of July, whatever, he started messing with the neighbor. He used to go to her house all late in the morning, didn't come home all day long. I asked him, what were you doing? Oh, nothing.
At that moment, wasn't nothing going on until me and my wife had separated. That's when other stuff started happening.
He's lying because when I went through his phone, he was talking to one of his family members. He was like, she got out of bed butt naked.
What? Did that happen?
No, that did not happen.
You did not text your family member and say she had a big butt naked?
I did.
Okay, so that did happen.
That did happen, but I never seen her naked.
It doesn't matter. He should have never said it if he didn't want to get out.
Okay, he didn't see that coming. He didn't know he was going to get caught. A big butt and a smile, you can't trust that. You cannot trust a big butt and a smile.
Never trust a big butt and a smile.
All right, so why are we here today? What do you think he's doing currently?
Your Honor, I still think he's cheating on me. When we get to arguing, he just like, I'm done. He walks out, take the car, and just don't come back home till when he feels like coming home.
I do that because I don't want to fuss.
It doesn't matter.
All right, well, fighting is a part of being in a relationship.
That's right.
I wish I could sit here and tell you that we don't fight. We do fight.
We're going to fight here.
Yeah.
The reality.
One thing we do try to do is we try to fight fair. All right, so we talked about the neighbor. What else do you think he's doing now?
Like, it's times that I call him, he doesn't answer the phone. He goes for hours, and I don't know where he's at. I just want to know where is he at.
Did you ever meet or confront the neighbor?
Oh, she's confronted me before.
She confronted you?
About my man. She come over there and say, who are you to tell him what to do? Just getting all in my face. I'll pop you in the face and just all kind of little, all in my face.
All right, so what did that look like?
She took my phone out of my hand.
The neighbor took your phone out of your hand?
Yeah, I was laying on the sofa playing the game.
At the neighbor's house?
Uh-huh. Then she threw my phone back, so I read the text. And then they done sent texts back and forth. So after she leaves, I leave to go to my house. And as I get there, they fussing back and forth. I just told my wife to sit down and let it go.
Sit down and let it go.
Woo! No. I'm going to have to fan on that.
We're missing something here. Because you're laying on your neighbor's sofa playing video game, and out of the blue, the neighbor comes and takes your phone.
At this time, I was broke, out of the doubt, And she was talking about giving me checks and all that. I was just, putting little words in the air.
No, what was the conversation with you and the neighbor as you laying there?
He told you what happened. He said she was giving him checks, and he's texting another woman. She's hot. Yeah. That's what happened, isn't it? She gave you some money, and you texted your wife, and she's like, who you texting?
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened.
Wow, no.
You know what?
Okay.
This is the kind of stuff folk get real hurt. Have hospital visits.
Yeah. And not
Were you sleeping with the neighbor at that time, too?
No, I wasn't.
He said he's lying.
Okay, so she gave you money and you weren't sleeping with her.
Wasn't nothing going on. She just wanted me to leave my wife and come move in with her.
So that nothing could go on.
Then something probably went on, but nothing was going on at the time.
So she's laying the groundwork.
Yeah.
Okay.
At what point do you end up sleeping with her?
This neighbor I did not sleep with. I slept with.
It was another neighbor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Woo!
All right.
All right. Wait a minute. He needs to not have any neighbors. He needs
None. No female neighbors.
What neighborhood do you live in?
You are making Desperate Housewives look boring.
All right. So anything else current going on that you think is evidence that he's cheating?
I know it was one time where I went on Instagram and I found the stripper that he used to have in his phone when we first got together. And he, befriended her on Instagram.
You gotta look out for the girl on the pole. That's you need to have questions when you see one of those pictures on your husband's phone.
And so fast forward to now, why do you think that stripper is still in his life?
Because she inboxed me on Instagram.
It doesn't matter. You should have never been friends with her on Instagram. That's what I'm saying. You don't have to be friends with none of
These things I don't get on no more. I don't get on Instagram,
But he's such a
Snapchat,
freelance.
Facebook.
How you don't get on it?
Okay, so with all that you told us, and it's a lot,
It's a lot.
why are you even in the game?
I don't know. I'm just trying to just see if it's something here still. You know what I'm saying? I don't just give up easily. I don't have a mom or a dad. So,
Oh my God.
Yeah, him and my daughter are they're my world.
What are you feeling?
I'm feeling pain, hurt, and betrayal. Because you're supposed to love me. You're not supposed to love no other female. You're not supposed to cheat. You're not supposed to do anything. If you're with me, you're with me. And it hurts.
That's what I've been showing you for I don't know how long now, for about a year.
It doesn't matter about now, Junior.
And what are you feeling when you see this?
I was an idiot at the time. I know the pain that she going through. And I hate to see her going through this. That's why I'm changing now. That's why I done changed. That's why only thing I think about day and night is her and my little girl. I don't have no time for no other female.
So here's the deal. At the end of this, if he has not cheated on you, are you going to let it go?
I'm going to let it go and move forward.
Do you realize, Mr. McKinney, that your marriage is on the line?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
Okay, because we got a lot working here, and you stand by the fact that you have not cheated in the last year.
I have not cheated on you in the last year.
We will see.
All right. This court has ordered a polygraph test, and we have the results. Ron, would you please bring Mr. Williams in?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Williams, you're a state-certified polygraph examiner, is that correct?
That's correct.
You see a lot of married couples.
I see a lot of married couples. Over the last 25 years, I've done hundreds of cases with married couples.
So let's talk about the case that we have here. You had an opportunity to examine Mr. McKinney, is that correct?
That's correct.
And you asked him a series of questions.
That's correct.
You asked Mr. McKinney, other than the one time you admit to having sex with a neighbor in June of 2016, have you had sexual contact with the neighbor since? And what was his response?
He said no.
What did the lie detector reveal?
It revealed that there was no significant response to this question, which indicated he was being truthful.
All right, this is a good start. How
was
are
it-
you feeling?
I feel great. Right now I feel great.
And how
That's
do
not
you
it.
feel?
I was telling the truth. I told her.
It's still more questions.
There was a last question, is that correct, Mr. Williams?
Yes, ma'am.
You asked Mr. McKinney, since June of 2016, other than the one time you admitted to having sex with a neighbor, have you had sexual intercourse with anyone other than your wife? Is that correct?
That's correct.
And what was Mr. McKinney's response?
He said no.
What did the lie detector reveal?
On this question, the subject showed high physiological response, which indicated to me that he was being deceptive.
What's going on?
Telling you the truth, I ain't.
Mr. McKinney, is there another woman that you had sex with in the last year?
No.
Mr. Keller, you asking. Maybe he
Okay.
didn't hear me.
All right. This is the time to come clean. This is it, because your marriage is on the line. If you come clean,
We might be able to salvage this thing.
yes.
With the neighbor. We was about to have sex, but I didn't go forward with it.
And why didn't you go forward with it?
Because I just thought about it, what it would do to her if I would have did it again.
How do you feel in love?
Ms. McKinney?
I just feel, I don't even know, just back to square one again. You know, it's just like, my heart is telling me to stay, you know, still be there. My mind is like, Cedric, he's no good.
In looking at you all, when you all were talking about the good times, there was a gleam in both of your eyes. Even up to this point, there's still a part of her, and that's why she's struggling. There's still a part of her that wants this to work. She's not really ready to kick you to the curb. If you leave her no choice, she will. You all are engaged, you're 2 months pregnant, and I see here in the court papers that Mr. Russell cooks for you, he cleans for you, he rubs your feet.
Yes.
Why have you brought your fiance to court?
I heard you say he rubs her feet.
Yeah?
All right, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
I love a good foot rub.
We here because...
Y'all know we here because she think I'm a hoe.
No, because he used to be a hoe, and I think he still is a hoe.
I stopped hoarding to be with her.
What did you give up?
2 women a day, 7 days a week.
You're not feeling that?
I find that hard to believe, and he's able to stand up.
I believe it. I believe it.
I think you were tired, and this beautiful woman came along. You're like, ooh, thank goodness she's saving me from that. Is that what happened?
I wasn't tired, it's just, she changed me. She made me want to change, rather.
All right.
And you changed for her.
Yeah.
So, Miss Stone, you still think, even though you're engaged,
Yes.
that your fiance is still out there doing his thing?
Yes.
Why do you believe this? What are the warning signs that something's amiss?
Because his phone stays face down.
Lie, my phone is
No,
always
his phone
open.
stays face down. I'm talking. His phone stays face down. He will leave. He'll probably say he here, end up being somewhere else. He got mystery people calling his phone that he say they his stalkers. He don't know why they calling.
Okay.
And it'd be like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning.
You got strange folks calling at 1 and 2 in the morning.
Yes.
And he said he describes them as his stalkers.
Yeah, them stalkers.
You got it like
It's
that when
one
people are
person.
stalking you?
Yeah, I got a stalker.
And he got
Yeah.
mystery kids.
I'm like, I'm sorry, a mystery kid.
Yeah, I only know about 3, but some kind of way it's some just keep popping up. They the baby mamas I don't know nothing about.
Okay, where does this wait. How does a mystery kid pop up? I want to hear what that looks
mystery
like.
baby mamas.
They popped
mystery
up in her head.
kids.
Look, do the math.
Okay.
Hold
2
on,
women a day,
hold on,
7
on.
days a week. You know, that's just a recipe for a mystery kid right there. I mean, you're bound to have a mystery kid pop up somewhere.
Oh, Mr. Color, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, let's do the
with
math.
you.
2 times a day, 7 days a week. I mean,
Yeah, the numbers get pretty big real
Yeah.
quick.
Right.
The fact that you don't have a whole bunch of mysteries is the question.
He got
All
a
right,
lot of
so
them.
mystery mama popped up. Was it a call? Did they knock on your door? How did that happen?
Well, we got one. She was one of his ex. She tried to put a baby on him that wasn't his.
Okay.
Okay, but she just keeps popping up.
Why do these women keep popping
Why?
up?
It's just that one woman, my stalker.
So it's the same woman
It's
who's
the-
a stalker.
This is my stalker.
Do you have a baby with the stalker?
I ain't got nothing with her.
But she got something with you.
she
Why
just
is
asking you.
chasing you?
Right.
I did something right.
Oh, so you did have a relationship with her?
No, we
Yes.
had a sex ship.
You had a what?
a sex
Sex
ship.
ship.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
See,
Okay.
now, so you got
my
relationship,
God.
you got situationship,
And
and
you
you got a
got
sex
sex
ship.
Right.
You know what? The last time we had a new relationship was situationship. And I had, okay. So you got a sex ship.
You
Had.
can't even say it.
Had.
You had one.
Yeah.
And it was all that she's still trying to chase you down.
I did something right.
You did,
Oh,
hey,
maybe you did something wrong. And that's why
She won't leave.
she won't leave.
Let her
look,
know
when
they
a man,
still got a
when a man
sex
puts
ship.
it down, when a man puts it down.
Thank you.
I mean, that's just the way it is.
Is that so?
Oh my.
Isn't that right,
Is
Mr.
that-
Russell?
Don't be
That's
trying
right.
to put it on Mr. Russell.
That's what he said. He can't help it.
Whatever, man. So he's saying it's one woman. Has it been more than
No,
one
it's
woman?
multiple women. It's not just one.
So you think
Okay.
he's having sex ships all over the place?
Yeah.
So why do you believe he's cheating now?
Okay, for example, it was his birthday. He wanted these shoes, so he got his friend to go get these shoes for him. Okay, so he said he's going to meet his friend. His friend was going to meet him at a store, which is 10 minutes from the house. Okay, so he left. I waited about 15, 30 minutes. I called him. He didn't answer. I called like 3 times. He still didn't answer.
You gave him 15 minutes to buy his shoes?
To go get the shoes and come on back to the house.
Okay, so these shoes were already picked out. So he just had to pick them up.
He just had to pick them up. Okay, about 3 hours, he comes sending this video that I submitted to the court.
So you submitted a video that Mr. Russell gave to you.
3 hours later.
3 hours later.
Yeah, he still ain't made it back home. 3 hours later, he's still at the store picking up his shoes.
Let's take a look at this.
I'm sitting right here waiting on that O'Reilly, man. I ain't got a lot.
Do that video show him picking up shoes at a store?
Well,
so,
that would be a no.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Mr. Russell.
I told her where I was at.
Yeah.
She didn't believe it. That's why I sent the video. You seen that car when it first come on? That was his car. He coming from Silicon. I'm waiting to meet him. That's why I'm at. Oh, there you go. That's his car.
Okay.
Okay.
You say in the video where you are, but that's not proof. Now, here's the other part of it. If you're going to be gone to a specific place that she knows only takes 15 or 20 minutes,
right,
and you're going to be longer than that, most people don't send video evidence of where they are unless they feel they need evidence because they're trying to hide something else, and that's what Ms. Stone is concerned about.
All right, so Ms. Stone, the bottom line is you submitted this video and you're talking about this situation because you don't think he was with his friend getting shoes. You think he was with another woman.
You why. This same day, which led on to that night, which is his birthday, right? So we celebrated or whatever. So we laying in the bed, his phone going off at 2 o'clock in the morning.
And that's typically when people have a conversation at 2 in the morning.
Right, so I finally answered the phone.
Well, it's his birthday. People texting him, calling him to wish him a happy birthday.
No.
People don't call you and wish you a happy birthday?
They don't call me at 2 in the morning.
Right.
If that's when they get off work?
No.
No?
They know me because I'll be like, why are you calling me at 2 in the morning?
So I get the phone. So the female says, would you like some birthday sets? And she got a GIF. I submitted that too.
Oh, okay.
Ron, would you grab that, please?
Yeah, Sean.
So, wait, so the phone is going off. It's not ringing. It's just messages coming up.
Yeah, through Messenger, yeah.
And so you decided to answer it.
I was pretending I was him. I said, come pick me up. She said, okay, I'm on my way.
Okay, wait.
So
how she know where you live?
Thank you. That's what I said. How she know where you live?
Everybody know where I stay.
And so this is what you see on the phone.
Yep.
So is you ready? And then the GIF of a woman performing oral sex, and then it says birthday sex.
Yeah.
That's what she's offering him for his birthday.
Uh-huh, that's what
That's why I don't get 2 a.m. calls. There it is, right here, for my birthday. Right here.
Mr. Russell.
I can't control how she feel and what she want to give me for my birthday. I ain't had nothing to do with that.
Let me be very clear with you, Mr. Russell. A woman is not gonna put that out there if she knows you're committed to the woman you with.
Thank you.
She know.
Don't she know?
Yes, she do.
Don't she know?
I
Because
ain't
if
brought her
she
to the
did,
wedding.
she wouldn't be sending you this.
Right.
That
That's
ain't-
just half of it.
Nah.
So, Mr. Russell, is it your testimony you are not cheating?
I ain't.
Unbelievable.
All right, what else you got?
Okay, so as I'm already in the phone, I get this message. I'm seeing, multiple naked pictures of different women. So
Of course
I see this
you are.
one message, it comes up, sex was great. Can I have some more? Now, at the same time, this message came through when he's supposed to be picking up his sneakers.
Oh.
So explain that.
Oh. Okay, you submitted a recollection to the court, is that correct?
Yep.
And this is what you remember seeing. Sex was great, can I have some more? Is that right?
Yes.
And then it was a nude picture.
Yeah, nude picture.
All right.
Mr. Russell.
I can't wait, Mr. Russell. What you got?
That was in the phone I get naked pictures on a regular.
Wow. Why you leave them in there?
I don't erase nothing because I don't respond to it.
He's got it like that.
What?
I don't erase
Why?
it. My phone ain't locked.
Why is the woman telling you the sex was great?
Because of what I used to be.
It was so great she remembers it from 4 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean,
and can I have some more?
That's something from the past. That ain't present.
No, but it was sent on your birthday.
Not only was it good,
she wants some more.
not just remember it, that, it was good. I want some more.
Right. That's somebody that I had in the past. She knows it's my birthday.
I
done my thing. Now she wants some more.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
And that's your testimony to this court. That's your story. You
I
stick
know I
to it.
did something right.
He gonna stick to it.
All right. Do you have anything else, Miss
okay,
Stone?
so we had a date night.
Okay.
And we're sitting there, and he get a text message.
My stalker.
Did y'all go out? And I'm like, who is that? How they know we going out?
All right. So you on date night.
Yeah.
Me and Mr. Cutler, we have a date lunch. We've been having a date lunch for 29 years.
Every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday. And now, admittedly, there have been some times like I've had to travel or he's had to travel, whatever. But we're consistent. We've been doing that 29 years. So I know we both get a little tight when the other one has to cancel. I don't know what I'd do if I saw a text message from a woman saying, oh, y'all went to lunch?
Yeah.
I'd be a little.
And the same day he was trying to get to a party, so I'm thinking, you know, you was trying to get what she was, because you wanted to cancel out. And I'm like, nah, we ain't canceling out.
Okay, was it the stalker or was this some
I
other
don't know.
woman?
He told me it was a friend, a homegirl. He told me it was a homegirl. And I said, okay, so what's your homegirl now? He told me, I said, okay, this homegirl is the same homegirl to this stalker that you got. So it's some connection there.
Ah, but he didn't tell you at the time it was a stalker. It was just a homegirl.
He told me it was a homegirl.
Okay, Mr. Russell.
My homegirl did text and ask, did we go out?
Your homegirl stalker.
No. She friends with my stalker.
Oh, well, of course.
Me and the homegirl, we went to school together.
Are you? His homegirl is friends with his stalker.
Color don't get much richer than this one. It don't get richer than this one. So your stalker and your homegirl are hanging out.
That's her friend, you know, that's her business. She know where I stand.
And because you got it like
come
that.
at me talking about her, because she know I ain't going down that road no more.
He's got his homegirl and his stalker. They're talking to each other like, okay, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna send him the picture, and then you send him the text message, and then we're gonna send him.
Nah.
Really?
Nah, it don't work like that.
Really?
It don't work like that.
You are the unluckiest man on the planet.
I don't want nobody but her. That's it. I don't care what they say. I don't care what you send. I don't care what message you send by whoever. All that's dead. That's why I tell all of them, come on to the wedding.
All right, so what you're saying is, and let me be clear about your testimony, Mr. Russell. You are not cheating.
No.
You are not cheating with your stalker.
No.
You're not cheating with your stalker's friend who's your homegirl.
No.
You're not cheating with the folks who are sending you these miscellaneous messages.
No.
You aren't cheating with the woman who sent you this.
No.
Any other women who
And none of the other women. You are cheater-free.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Miss Stone, you aren't buying any of this.
No.
And so my question to you, you're 2 months pregnant, you're engaged.
Right.
If you find out he has in fact been cheating, I can see the tears in your eyes, what's gonna happen?
It's over with.
You're done. So you will break up your family you just started.
Yep.
Why have you stayed in it this long?
Because he keep trying to persuade me that it ain't nothing. They just, you know, groupies or whatever, just texting his phone. But I know it's something more than that.
So you just hanging, dangling by hope at this point.
Yep.
And you understand that, Mr. Russell, that you're done.
Okay.
You do?
I do.
All right.
This court has done a full and complete investigation to determine, is he cheating? At this time, the court would like to hear from licensed and certified polygraph examiner Tommy Platt. Ron, would you please escort him in?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Platt, how are you?
Good.
Glad to see you. Now, you conducted a polygraph exam of Mr. Russell, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
You asked him, since starting your relationship with Miss Stone in March of 2017, have you had sexual intercourse with any other women? What was his response?
He responded yes. He confessed. Mr. Russell confessed to sleeping with a coworker in March of 2017. He also confessed to sleeping with an ex in April of 2017. Finally, Mr. Russell confessed to having sex with a third woman in January of 2018.
Ms. Stone, what's going through your mind right now?
Nothing. It's just blank.
Tell him what you're feeling.
I don't know what to say.
Is this what reformed looks like?
Yeah, because I ain't nothing like what I used to be.
Okay, but in your eyes, when you say you're nothing like what you used to be, are you saying instead of 2 a day is now 1 a day? I mean...
Nah, I don't do 1 a day.
Okay, here's the bottom line. Do you understand what being in a monogamous relationship means?
Just recently, yeah.
She's having your baby, man. I'm asking you.
Yeah, I understood it.
You just couldn't live.
You didn't embrace it.
I gotta get there.
You all are married, you've been together for 11 years, you have 1 child together, but this is not a happy marriage. You all are living apart and there is strain in this marriage. Mr. Hammond, you brought this case to date. Tell me what's going on.
Me and my wife, we've been married for 10 years. We've been separated for about 3 months, and she plays a lot of games. You know, like I'm sick of being put in Ronald McDonald shoes, treated like a clown.
You feel everybody's laughing at you because she's cheating.
Because I choose to still love this woman and stay true to my vows.
So it's my understanding from your court papers that because of cheating in the past, you have actually appeared in paternity court.
Correct.
And you were concerned about who was the father of your only child. And I think in the court papers it said that this is a miracle baby for you.
Right.
Miss Hammond, this is a lot. What are you here for?
I'm here to prove to my husband that I'm not cheating on him. We've been through a lot of things in the past. Some days I work harder to still make it work. And some days I feel like giving up. I'm here to prove to him that I'm not lying to him anymore, I'm not cheating, and I want nothing but a happy marriage and a happy family with our son.
So you all are living apart. What's that like?
It makes it harder. Like I said, we try harder on some days than we do others. There's times we don't talk at all. We're so stuck in the past that we can't make any type of new future. We can't move on.
It sounds like you are running in an oval. You keep circling the same crazy over and over again.
Yes, Your Honor.
You know, I'm trying to imagine a marriage where you're living apart. First of all, that in and of itself is...
I mean, you can't be married and not be in the same home.
Right.
I mean, I can't even sleep in a different house.
He doesn't want to live in a house where he feels like a fool.
You know, I feel badly for him because it seems like he thinks everybody knows what's going on. And when they're like, why are you still with her?
What's that song, The Whole Town's Laughing at Me?
The whole town's laughing.
Is that how you feel?
Yes, sir.
Like the whole town's laughing at you?
The whole town is chuckling every time they see me.
So, Mr. Hammond, what specifically have you seen now that makes you think she's cheating?
I've seen text messages to men that she shouldn't be having, right? Like she's telling them how she wishes that she was riding their and this and that. And
wow.
I mean, these are explicit text messages.
Right.
And these are text messages you've actually seen.
I've seen to another man. It's not a...
How did you see these?
Because I had given her a phone, and the phone it was my phone. And it had this program on there where I could download the things to see them. And so I just did it just because.
All right, Miss Hammond, are you getting text messages or exchanging very explicit text messages with other men?
I've tried to show him I haven't been with anybody else. We went to paternity court so I can show him that I wasn't cheating on him, that his son was his. Even though there's been mistakes in the past, this is what I'm willing to do now, and this is where I'm at. And he's so, I believe, stuck in the past that we're not going anywhere.
You talk about mistakes in the past. How long are you saying it's been since you cheated?
I haven't been with anybody in almost 2 years.
So you're saying for the past 2 years, you have been walking the faithful, straight and narrow?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Hammond, you don't believe that?
She's texting this gentleman 2 months ago or 3 months ago or something. I mean, for her to say 2 years, 3 years, then why 2 months ago she wants to ride this man's? That's insane.
So you know she cheated physically 2 years ago,
Right.
but what you want to know now is
She still running
she
the
still
same,
cheated?
Yeah, the same games. She's run some nasty things on me that I have to be ready for that constantly.
When you say she's run some nasty things, what kind of nasty things are we talking about?
She's had this gentleman in her family. It's a family friend, and I had to approach this guy and ask him, "Have you slept with my wife?" And he tells me, "No, I haven't slept with her, but she's giving me oral sex." And he didn't say it like that. He said it a whole different way.
I'm just trying to imagine you going up to somebody saying, "By the way, have you slept
It's
with
not,
my..."
not by the way. It's like, hey, bro, you know.
Is that you? Is that you?
No. So I understand exactly what you're talking about.
So, Mr. Hammond, my question is, has that conversation taken place in the last 2 years?
It was the last year.
So you're saying that even this conversation has been in the time that Miss
Right.
Hammond says that she hasn't,
Right.
she's been faithful.
So, and I can't believe her.
Miss
She
Hammond.
habitually lied to me.
Yes, Your Honor.
Hey, a man tells your husband, yes, she's been giving me oral sex. What's up with that?
He can believe whatever he wants. I think he goes chasing and asking people because he wants to hear a certain answer. I'm not.
I can assure you, Miss Hammond, no man wants to hear that his wife is getting oral sex with somebody else. I can assure you of that.
This is at a point in time where we were in 2 different towns in the state of California where we were living. We've separated multiple times throughout our 10 years of being married.
But here's the thing. He's saying this conversation took place in the last year.
This did not happen last year. I've not been with anybody in 2 years.
All right. You submitted some text messages to the court. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Let's talk about those.
When you found these, you got fed up and you posted them to your own social media, right?
Correct.
Okay, let's take a look at that.
This is between your wife and another man.
Correct.
And it reads this way. Go ahead, love. You be the other man. I don't want to be the other man.
You don't want to be the other man?
I don't want to be the other man.
All right. It says, so good to finally see you. You look hella good, babe. Made my day for sure. Kissy, 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 kissy. I miss you already.
Just made it back to SAC, and I miss you already, too.
Thank you for texting me. Can't wait to see you again. And
Now,
so you...
That ain't a hello, goodbye.
That's how I miss you, and what we
Right.
had was really good.
And then this was
No, not really
years
good.
ago.
Hella good.
Correction.
On the right side, it says, how does your wife of 11 years text people she has cheated on her husband with messages like this after he loved her enough to stay with her and forgive her?
That's what I wrote.
All right, and this is a text message, a series of text messages you've seen in the last 2 years.
In the last 3 months.
Miss Hammond. No. Okay, you keep saying he's living in the past.
Yeah.
But all of the stuff he's talking about is right now. It's current. How do you explain this?
None of it's happening right now. I just had a baby 3 months ago. I was pregnant for 9 months before that. I wasn't with anybody else. I was trying to make things work with my husband.
You was pregnant when you sent these texts.
No, I wasn't.
But even before you got pregnant, that puts it in the 2-year window.
You're right. This doesn't prove or say that I'm cheating on my husband. Maybe I might have seen somebody. It might have been inappropriate for me to go, and I met this person at a park.
No man writes you and says, you made my day for sure, kiss, 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 kiss.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I saw an old friend of mine, hey, Dana, it was great to see you, but he ain't gonna put kissy, kissy, kissy unless there was some kissy, kissy, kissy going on.
And she met him at the park.
And so it's inconsistent. And that's why this man is rolling around in his mind, am I crazy? Is this for real? Is she gonna continue to drag me down this street and embarrass me in front of family and friends?
Oh, he feels like the whole town's laughing at him.
Well, you gotta wonder.
So we have found someone in your community who's gonna come in and talk to us about what they know about this situation. Ron, at this time, would you escort Ms. Mary Hanson into the courtroom?
Yes, Your Honor.
Go right up to the witness stand up top.
Good day, Ms. Hammond.
Good day.
How are you today?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
Doing fine, thank you. State your name, please, for the court record.
Mary Ann Hanson.
And Ms. Hanson, what is your relationship to Mr. and Mrs. Hammond?
I am Kimberly's Aunt Mary.
Her aunt?
Yes.
Do you have any information about whether or not your niece is a cheater?
In the past, yes.
Okay.
I do.
Tell us about that.
Kimberly met a family friend of mine, and they began a relationship.
They had a relationship?
Well.
Why she's married?
Saw each other more than one time at least.
How do you know that she saw this gentleman more than once?
Because I've gone to his house and picked her up.
Okay, when you say picked her up, what time are we talking about?
3 a.m.
Okay, well that is the bewitching hour. You're not sleeping at 3 a.m. and being picked up.
But you say that was in the past.
Yes.
Have you seen anything in the last 2 years?
Maybe like a year to a year and a half ago, but not anything as of recent.
Okay, so you're saying that maybe as far back as 18 months ago, she may have been involved with someone else.
Yes.
But Ms. Hammond has come here and said she's been faithful for the last 2 years. And you're saying, well, I don't know if it's been 2 years.
Right. I think that maybe a year and a half is more accurate.
Mr. Hammond, you've heard Aunt Mary's testimony, but you, I presume, don't believe it.
I don't believe because she goes to this class and she has to go to this class, right? And she's replaced me with a person she's in the class with. You know what I mean? Like.
So have you seen her with this particular person?
I haven't personally seen them, but I've seen messages between them that where she's confessing her love to this man, and I've literally read Romeo and Juliet text messages between them. How she loves him so much, and it hurts.
Ms. Hammond,
right?
who is this classmate that you are professing your love to?
This is a time when me and my husband are separated. So I did see somebody else.
For life is not separated, never, right?
And I understand that.
You said you have not cheated with anybody in the last 2 years.
This was in 2017 when I was talking to this person.
So you're saying it's outside the 2-year period that you've been talking about?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and so you're still not convinced?
No, sir.
So the results of today's test pretty much mean everything to you?
I can't continue being that clown. I'm not Ronald McDonald, and I don't make enough to be that guy.
All right. Well, Mr. Cutler, I think we have enough. Let's talk about what we got. We have text messages where it looks like she has been with another man and he's happy about it. We have that her aunt has come and testified. I picked her up at a man's house at 3 a.m. We also have the fact that he's seen these text messages with a classmate and he's continued to be worried about it. And he just, in his gut, in his heart, believes that this is a situation where she is not being faithful to him. And because of that, he's definitely out if she fails the test. Everything is on the line for this family today.
I'm hoping she passes, and I'm hoping they get back together.
Right. They need to.
To get to the bottom of this court has done a full and complete investigation. At this time, the court will call former military interrogator Lena Cisco to determine, is she cheating? Please escort Ms. Cisco in. Ms. Cisco? Now, in this case, tell us what you did to investigate.
Yes, Your Honor. What I did is I had the accused first write a witness statement, which I analyzed for any indicators of truthfulness and deception. I studied the case file, I put together an interrogation plan, and I interrogated Ms. Hammond to see if she was cheating on her husband. Ms. Hammond did admit to cheating. She admitted to having sex with the family friend, and she said that was probably at the end of 2017, beginning of 2018. But she told me that she hasn't had any sexual relations with that individual or anybody else since that time, so probably back until March of 2018. She also admitted to me that she did fall in love with a classmate, and that was about April 2017, and they dated for about 4 or 5 months, but she has not seen that classmate since that time.
So she came to this court telling us it's been 2 years since she cheated, but during your interrogation of her, it actually has only been 1 year.
Correct, Your Honor.
Ms. Hammond, why did you tell this court it's been 2 years when in fact it's only been barely a year?
I was probably doing something inappropriate, not in a sexual way, but just by still communicating with other people or putting myself in a situation I shouldn't have been in when I'm a married woman.
So, Mr. Hammond, are you satisfied with the fact that Ms. Hammond has been faithful for the last year?
Of course.
You two, oh, okay. Go through that. So, Mr. Hammond, here's the deal. It's gonna take more than just a conversation with me and Mr. Cutler to get the trust back that you've lost.
Right.
Ms. Hammond, you have got to stay on the straight and narrow.
Yes,
it can't even be an inkling. And if it's bad news, give him the bad news up front. Don't let him find out about it on the back side.
Yes, Your Honor.
You all have been together 10 years, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have a 3-year-old son?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you have opened this case because your gut tells you that your boyfriend of 10 years is cheating. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm here today to find out if my boyfriend of 10 years has been cheating on me since the birth of our son. I have evidence and reasons to suspect that he is cheating again.
So you are having those same feelings, or you're seeing those same signs again now?
Yes.
Tell me what that feels like, to feel that you're going through this again.
Like a nightmare. And it hurts. It keeps me up at night. Forces me into investigations that I don't want to be doing. I have a child with this man. I deserve better.
What I'm looking at is a woman torn up. She is hurting. So what are you here to prove when I'm looking at this?
I'm here to prove to Alicia and everyone that I am not cheating.
Okay.
Since our son has been born.
So you have a 3-year-old, so for the past 3 years, you have not cheated.
Correct.
Clearly, allegations of cheating hurt you deeply.
Yes, Your Honor.
I mean, so when it happened in the past, what made you take him back?
He's the love of my life, Your Honor. 7 years old since I was a little girl. The first time I saw him, I knew I was going to be with him forever.
You saw him when you were 7 years old?
7 years old. His dad started driving truck for my dad's company. He showed up on a Saturday to help his dad wash the truck to get it ready for the Monday. And I was on my trampoline with my girlfriend, and I just told my girlfriend, girl, that was it.
All right, so when did you make these feelings known to him?
He's always known.
Okay, so did she tell you, or when did you find out
He chased me around quite a bit when we were young.
So when did it move from being child's play to adult play?
Years and years down the road, definitely.
So what is it about him that you love? Give me some details.
I'm so attracted to him physically, sexually. So there is maybe no spark for him, but my spark's always lit for him.
All right.
All right.
You gotta have spark.
Gotta have a little sparkle.
And you gotta keep the spark going.
You gotta keep it going.
Yeah.
You got to do that.
The spark's still going, right?
For you?
Yeah.
I don't even know how you asked me that.
All right.
Why you asked me that?
I want to make sure the spark's still going.
You know.
All right. All right. All right. So, Mr. McKellep, what was your initial spark for her?
There's definitely been an attraction our whole lives.
I mean, I see the tears in your eyes. What is that? What's fueling your emotional response right here today?
She has said a lot of hurtful things to me, in which has put this wall up to where, it's tough to let that wall down.
What has kept you in the game if you feel like you have this insurmountable wall?
Her and I, we definitely, when we're on the good, there's nothing getting in between. Nothing. So I just want to get this clear today. I want to get this straight.
But you feel like her concerns about infidelity in the past is keeping your relationship from moving forward, that you just can't get past this.
Yes.
What exactly happened in the past?
Your Honor, he was doing extra side work as a plumber. I didn't really give it much thought as to, where he was going or who he was doing the extra work for until I was at a friend's house one night and I saw a photograph of this beautiful woman with big boobs and gorgeous. And I said, who's this and where did you get this picture? He said, my friend. I said, well, who is she? He said, Alicia, that's who he's been doing side work for. I said, what? That's when I found out that he was cheating on me with her.
So you thought he was going and doing plumbing work.
And that's where he was spending all of his time because he was gone all the time.
And he was actually doing some other kind of plumbing work.
That's exactly right, yes.
Wow.
And that happened 2 times. Same group, same woman. I found out about it and he said he would stop. Of course, I made him quit. And then I went away for 2 weeks and I came home and we were walking to get in the car and his phone is just buzzing, buzzing, buzzing. I knew. So I took it out of his pocket. I said, hello. And it was her again.
The same woman?
Same woman. So I took the phone call back into my friend's house to the bathroom where I spoke to her. And she continued to tell me that she loved him and she was hurt and she didn't know that he was back with me. She was going to take him to Florida to meet her family. And I said, him? Like, she picked me up later on, took me out for a drink where I learned that she was 5 months pregnant with another man's baby.
Okay, wait a minute. You're saying you went out with this other woman for a drink?
She came to pick me up. She wanted to talk to me. I said, okay.
Yeah.
And that's not all I know about her.
What else did you find?
She's a porn star.
The woman?
A porn star that picked my man to do her plumbing. And that's when the trust went downhill.
There's a lot I could say about that.
It was a big help.
It was a big help.
And don't say it, but yeah, you and I both are going, huh?
Okay.
Yeah.
I initially, yes, I was there to do work on her home.
And then?
Wow, then the plumbing...
took a turn?
Yeah, yep.
All right. Tell me exactly what happened. How does that happen?
Well, like she said, she's a porn star, so...
I'm like, yeah, and so I'm like, I don't have any money to pay for this job. How did that play out?
Wait, what did you...
I've heard.
Is there a past I don't know about?
Yeah, no, it's no past you. It's not that, but you see those commercials where they play that out, and it's an allusion to that.
All right. I'm just checking. All right. I mean, look, we're not trying to make light of this, believe me, but sometimes you just have to kind of laugh at the pain a little bit.
This happened to me. This really happened. This happened to me. I have to live with this for the rest of my life.
So, Mr. McKellep, was this a long-time affair?
Not. It wasn't over a year or nothing. It was, months.
More than 6 months?
Probably so, yes.
So after this happened, were you remorseful?
The bottom line is it's... I had a choice between the two, definitely. I could have had that life, or I could have had life with her, and I chose her.
So you go through all of this, and I gotta admit, it takes it to another level. It's one thing, it's just another woman, but
yes, Your Honor.
A porn star is that's like a woman's nightmare right there. So when you said that, but you still took him back, and now we're here today. All right, tell me why you believe he's cheating now.
I went through his phone recently, a couple months ago, earlier in the spring, and I was seeing this phone number coming up. See, I know what time he leaves for work, and as soon as he go and get in his work van and start driving off to work, there were phone calls, one right after another, the same number. And lunchtime, on his way home from work, he was calling this number. So I started calling this number with no answer. And then, lo and behold, I get a phone call, and it's from that number, and it's this girl telling me that my relationship is over. He hates my guts.
Well,
he doesn't want to be with me anymore. And
How
then
did this
I needed to move out of her house.
initially happen?
She told me to move out of my house. He was telling her my own personal business, hurtful things that she said, he said, that broke my heart.
All right, I noticed in your court papers that you submitted to the court, there were text messages that you received from this woman.
Yes, Your Honor.
And one reads, he doesn't want to work it out. I'm sorry, I don't know how to be any more blunt. If I wanted your man, I would already have him. Who knows, maybe I already did.
And those are some of the nicer things she said.
Wow. Okay, tell me about this woman. Let me ask you this. One, were you receiving multiple calls from this lady?
Yes, I was talking to this lady.
All right. Were you telling this woman your girlfriend's personal business?
There was probably a few things, but not everything that she's claiming.
Then what was the nature of your relationship with this woman?
I guess I need someone to talk to. Alicia and I cannot hardly even talk to each other anymore, or it's just hard. She's have said a lot of hurtful things to me. Because I pretty much thought there was a time where, I left for about 5 weeks.
Were you physically involved with this woman?
I was not.
So there was no sexual contact or sexual activity with her?
Good.
Correct.
Your Honor, I believe part of that, but I believe it was well on its way.
But for your call, that thing would have gone forward.
Oh, definitely, 100%.
Beyond the text messages, is there any woman that you're worried about in particular?
Yes, Your Honor, he was messing around with my friend's daughters. And he always looks for her on Facebook. Always, always, always. That's one person he searches for frequently. He always wants to know where she is. Always searches for her. I don't know why. I want to know why.
Was this... Go ahead, love.
We want to know why, too. What's your relationship with this girlfriend?
She's beautiful.
When I disappeared in the 5 weeks, this was the person in 2015 that I did cheat on with.
Oh.
And I told you this.
No, you did not.
I told you before.
What else are you hiding?
I told you before.
Okay, so him telling you today is the first time
Yes,
you're hearing
it is.
this?
Yes.
How long ago did this happen?
2015.
How did you end up with her friend's daughter?
And why?
Like I said, she's a very good-looking person.
I have given this man everything.
You knew about this, Alicia?
No, I didn't.
The hell if you didn't.
Miss Viney, I know that I can see that you're heartbroken.
I've been this way for a while.
I'm sorry to hear that. But my question is, he believes he told you this. Did you ask him, did he sleep with this young lady?
I said, what is the connection? He said, and I said, when I found a text message or a Facebook message on his Facebook, and hers telling him, I'm on my way, I'll be there in 10 minutes. And that was the last interaction I ever saw from her to him. So I said, she showed up, where, she pick you up? What did you guys do that night? What did you do? She showed up, what happened? He said, we just drove around and partied. He says he loves me, but he doesn't care about me. He doesn't care about how much he's hurt me. He's selfish.
You have put a lot of hurt to my heart.
Not like you have done to me.
Do you know that
I
for
made
a
it
fact?
up. I gave you a
Do know that
child.
for a fact?
I gave you a child.
Okay, Mr. McKellep, do you want this relationship to work?
I would like for this to work, yes.
Part of this, for both of you, is getting to the truth. And we're getting ready to do that today.
To get to the truth, the court is going to call licensed private investigator Eric Eccles. Ron, please escort Mr. Eccles into the courtroom.
How are you?
How are you doing, Your Honor?
Good to see you, Mr. Eccles.
You too, sir.
As part of your investigation in this case, you had a member of your team administer a polygraph examination to Mr. McKellep. Is that correct?
Yes, sir, it is.
All right.
Let's go to this question.
Yes.
Since your son was born, have you had sexual intercourse with anyone other than Miss Viney that she does not know about? What was Mr. McKellep's response?
His response, Your Honor, was no.
What did the lie detector determined?
The lie detector determined that he was being truthful.
Okay, so you've heard the answers. What are you feeling?
I still feel hurt.
Your Honor, there's days I go through hell.
Let me talk to her.
Getting numerous of text messages.
Ms. Viney, he has told you the truth. He has not been with other women. You have got to let it go.
Your Honor, there's no moving forward because he refuses to call me, even his girlfriend or a wife.
It's pretty hard, Your Honor, when I'm getting accused daily and.
But Mr. McKellep, you got it. You have to own up to what you did.
Correct.
You know, you're not an innocent in this. I mean, we're talking to Ms. Viney, but we're also talking to you.
Correct.
You have to own up to what you did.
Somebody's got to move the ball.
And I'm willing to do that.
You're willing to do that?
Yes.
You are what? Tell her.
I'm willing to do that. We have a lot of work to do.
I'm willing to forgive you and move forward.
You all are married. You've been married for 7 years. But this 7-year itch, Ms. Johnson, has got you thinking something's going on with this marriage and you need answers.
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
You believe your husband's cheating?
Yes, Your Honor.
How does that make you feel?
Made me feel real angry because I thought he was my everything. I thought he was a keeper.
But you don't think he's a keeper now?
No, sir, Your Honor.
You think something's going on and you're here to find out what's going on?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
If you find out he is cheating, then what?
I'm gone, Your Honor.
No ifs, ands, or buts about it?
No, Your Honor.
Done.
Done with.
She sound real matter of fact, Mr. Cutler.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Johnson, waiting to hear from you.
To be honest about the whole situation, here's how it goes down, why she's angry. She left me for a while, I lost it, and I cheated. When she came back, I told her the truth, and I swore to her I'd never do anything else of that nature again. See, when I married her, I told her, I can't make you happy. I can't make you rich, but I can make you happy. See, she told me her story about what all she'd been through in life, and I understand hurt. So I do anything in the world for her. Anything she wants. If she asks me, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it one way or the other because I always believe in God. If I treat her right, I'm gonna be all right.
All right?
So how did you find out your husband was cheating?
Because he wasn't the same person when I left. It was something different about him.
What made you stay with him?
Because I loved him.
Okay.
What do you love about him?
How he used to treat me. Make sure I have what I need, listen to me. We talk. We don't do that no more. Your Honor, I haven't had sex for almost a year from my husband.
Okay.
He's a mechanic, and I feel like he having sex with some of his clients.
So after you all got back together, back on track, you now believe he's cheating?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you believe he's cheating with the folks whose cars he's working on?
Yes, Your Honor.
So he's doing more under the hood than you want to know about?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Johnson, I mean, you admit you were out there, and then you came back, and things are good. She says you're up to your old tricks again.
No.
Yes, she did. I heard her.
I heard what she said, but this is what she means. You see...
Wait. You gonna tell me what she means? Look, we've been together. We've been together for a long time. I am still not bold enough to try to tell people what she means. Like, oh no, here's what she means.
Yeah, that's good.
That's good.
That's good that you there.
Let me rephrase that. Let me explain what she's talking about.
Okay.
Here's what she's talking about. I have erectile dysfunction. I've been dealing with it for over 3 years now. I go to the VA. The VA was telling me for 2 years there's nothing they could give me. They even came up with a new drug they gave me. It didn't work. It doesn't work. So I'm not having sex, period.
But Your Honor, the doctors give him pills, and he had them in his truck. And I asked him about them.
But he says the pills don't work.
They're working somewhere because he has 6 and ain't got number 3 now.
Wait, you say the pills are working because what?
He has 6 pills, Your Honor. And when I count them, it was 3 left.
So 3 pills were not.
Gone. It's gone. 3 pills is not. It's gone.
Wait a minute. Did you say that they were in his truck?
His work truck. Yes, Your Honor.
Why you keep your pills in your truck? If it's for that.
It would be in a nightstand.
She had
in the house at a minimum, in the bathroom, I would think.
Your Honor, I don't know about them being in the truck. I don't remember them being in the truck, but I remember I did have some that they wasn't working, and I gave them away, and she knew that. But now the ones that she's talking about are still in the house. If she think back, she will remember at night when I came in, I said, we're gonna try one. We're gonna do something tonight. It don't work. We go to sleep, we get up, we try again a couple of days later down the road. It don't work again. See, what she's forgetting, when I got the pill, that was the very first thing I did. I took the pill in front of her, so like, baby, we finna do something now. I'm thinking I'm finna really get to it. Cause see, at one time, we were having sex twice, sometimes 3 times a day, and I missed that.
Wow.
So you took him out of the house, put him in the truck?
Yeah, and I gave him away.
Your Honor, I was wanting to talk about the client that had the food truck.
What happened? Tell me what happened.
She called him something wrong with her food truck.
Okay.
So you all at home, the both of you are at home.
Yes, sir.
She calls him.
Yes, sir.
Something's wrong with her food truck.
Right.
What time of night is this?
11:45.
Okay. What happened?
He told me, he said, I got to go get this money, like that. So he got in the car and in the truck and left. He didn't come back till 1 o'clock in the morning. And I was still sitting up waiting on him.
And you believe he didn't go fix a food truck?
No, he ain't fixing them. I don't feel like he fixed them food truck. He fixed something, but it wasn't no food truck. Why would you want to fix the vehicle at 11:45 at night? What, next morning, why you couldn't do it the next morning? I mean...
Well,
okay, so you think it was just an excuse?
Quickie or something.
All right, so you got your hand up, Mr. Johnson.
I can explain that.
All right, why did you go at 1:45 to fix somebody's food truck?
Because they were at an event, and during the course of their event, the truck had broke down. That's why they called me. See, they were already at the event site, and they were serving their food.
Okay.
The lights went out in the truck. When they called me, she said, my truck is smoking. I don't know if it's overheating. I don't know what's going on, and then my lights just went out. I'm thinking the engine had overheated when she was getting ready to leave, and it started smoking. That's why I left.
But this was a woman.
Yes, it was a woman.
Did he
when
come
the
up
woman
with the
bought
money?
the truck,
He had some money, but I didn't want it.
So, because you believed it was from cheating?
That's right. And I didn't want that money. But anyway, Your Honor, I want to know from him, that's what I'm in court for. On my birthday, I'm in court trying to find out what's going on. I want to find out how my husband had sex with one of my family members.
Oh, boy.
One of your family members?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
And why do you think he's had sex with one of your family members?
Because one of my family members was at my house one night. I went to a friend's house, but I had told my husband to take my family member to my house, and he said he wasn't gonna be there. When I kept calling her to tell my husband to come pick me up, she never did. She said that she told him, but I don't believe she did because he never showed up or whatever.
So he's with your family member, and you're at a friend's house, and you're trying to contact this family member to have your husband come get you.
Yes, ma'am.
And your husband never came and got you?
No, Your Honor. I walked in the rain because something told me something wasn't right.
Okay.
With my spirit.
All right.
And I walked in the rain it was like 2 miles. And when I got there, I kicked the door because and then he came to the door about 10 minutes later. He come to the door. And then the family member had her stuff already packed. Before I even got home, she already had her stuff packed. So when I came in the door, I told both of them, y'all need to get somewhere. I ain't say it like that, but I'm saying like this in court.
All right. Thank you.
So what do you think happened?
I don't know what happened. Something happened, though. Because she was telling all my family that she had sex with my husband. She had it all on Facebook.
So it's on Facebook that your husband had sex with a family member?
Yes, Your Honor. She put it on there. The family member put it on there. And then at one time she said that it happened. Then she said she tried to get back at me or whatever. I don't know what it was, but I just need some truth today.
So, Mr. Johnson, did you sleep with your wife's family member?
no, I did not, Your Honor. I explained that to her.
Why would this...
Here's what happened. I'm in my lazy bar chair in the living room. I'm sleeping. The next thing I know, when I wake up, she kicking at the door. So I get up, open the door, she coming, like she said. I ain't gonna say what she said, but she was mad. And I understood that, because I did not know that the family member had the phone and was not accepting calls from her. So she's thinking I'm doing something wrong, which I wasn't. I was asleep, but I was tired. I just drove to Miami and back, nonstop. So I needed the rest. So when I went to sleep in that chair, I went to sleep good.
And so you were expecting this family member to tell you when your
called.
wife called, but
Yes,
that
y'all.
never happened.
That never happened.
And when she got there, having walked in the rain 2 miles,
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
you were hot.
Hot, burning up, smoking. And then the other part of it, she hadn't told my husband to meet her down the street.
Okay.
And he met her down the street. So I know it's got to be some truth in this stuff that's going on.
And he went and did it.
Picked me up down the street. That's what she told him.
So, Mr. Johnson, let's say I believe your story that you drove back and forth to Miami, you're home, you're tired, you sleep. How do you explain, A, the family member telling everybody else that you all slept together, and 2, her wanting you to, well, just meet me down the street since she's mad?
She didn't tell me to meet her down the street because I had already drove off in the truck. But I seen her walking down the street and it was raining and she had the baby. So I couldn't see. I understand that she was upset, but I couldn't see putting someone with a child in the street with nowhere to go. I went to take her. I said, well, do you have anybody you know you can call? She said, yeah, I got a friend. Take me to his house. I said, well, here's my phone. Call it to make sure they're there so I can take you. She did that. That's where I took her. But as for the family member putting all that, and I told her, I said, the only reason she's doing this is to make you angry, to make you leave me. I said, because remember when I tell you when I married you, I said, the devil don't want us to be married. So he gonna do everything he can to separate us.
All right, but Mr. Johnson, here's the problem. This whole thing has been tainted because of the cheating you did at the
very
beginning.
first time.
There is no trust. Even though y'all got back together and have moved forward and stayed together, it just sounds like to me you never had any trust in him again. Is that right, Ms. Johnson?
That's correct, Your Honor.
And so all of these odd situations go from odd to like huge questions and issues.
That's why I'm here, to get it cleared up.
And that's presuming that we believe everything you say. Ms. Johnson, you don't believe what he's saying.
Because I don't trust him.
All right. Well, Mr. Keller, I think we got enough evidence here.
What we got?
We have the cheating in the past.
Mm-hmm.
And he told you about it, but it broke the trust. Since then, his pills for his, he says, sexual dysfunction, he got them, but their pills missing. And she says they haven't had sex in almost a year. And then the last issue is we got a family member who says that Mr. Johnson slept with her. And this family member was in their home. And so for all of those reasons, Ms. Johnson's 7-year marriage is on the line.
Think that sums it up?
Yeah.
This court has done a full and complete investigation. At this time, the court would like to call licensed and certified polygraph examiner Kendall Shull to determine, is he cheating? Ron, please escort Mr. Shull into the courtroom.
Kendall Shull.
How are you, sir?
Great, how are you?
We're good.
A member of our team performed covert surveillance on Mr. Johnson for a period of time to track his every move. Because the private investigator was unable to determine any definitive proof of infidelity, Mr. Johnson was ordered to undergo a polygraph examination. And you conducted that examination, is that correct?
I did, Your Honor.
So you asked Mr. Johnson, during your 7-year marriage with Miss Johnson, have you ever had physical sexual contact with her family member? What was Mr. Johnson's response?
Mr. Johnson replied, no.
What did the polygraph determine?
Polygraph determined that he was being...
What did the polygraph determine?
Polygraph determined that he was being truthful, Your Honor.
That's huge.
Well, we have one more question. You asked Mr. Johnson, during your 7-year marriage, have you had sexual intercourse with anyone other than your wife? What was his response to that question?
He said no, Your Honor.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that on this question, he was also being truthful.
I love you too.
Miss Johnson, you said this was your birthday today.
Yes, ma'am.
You got quite a gift.
Yes,
you got
ma'am.
the truth.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Johnson, I am so glad for you because this is kind of a birthday gift to you. This is the best gift.
This is my backbone. Without her, I can't do nothing.
Tell her, because I can hear it in your voice.
When I told you God gave you to me, you everything. And God made me one promise. As long as I take care of you and do what I'm supposed to do as a husband, hey, ain't nothing in this world that we can't have.
You all are engaged, you have one child together, but this engagement is on hold and you're living apart because of allegations of cheating. Is that right, Ms. Akins?
Yes.
Okay, you've opened this case today. Tell us what's at stake here right now.
Well, we've been together for a little over a year, and you know, we just had a new baby, and we got engaged recently, and I feel like, you know, everything that we worked so hard to build, he's compromising because I feel like he's cheating. So if I find out today that he's cheating, me and his daughter, we're gone.
That's going to be the end of the relationship.
The end of it.
Okay. Mr. Bailey?
Yes, Your Honor.
It's on the line today. Everything, the future of your relationship.
That's the reason why I'm here, though, honestly, because I wanted to show her that, you know, like, I want my family. Like, I love her. I'm in love with her. My beautiful daughter, that's my queen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really do love her, and I'm here to tell the truth.
I don't see her buying any of what you just sold. The look on her face is like, whatever, man. Am I right?
Yeah.
You are not, you've heard this before?
Many times.
And you're just like, not enough.
No.
This is not gonna cut it.
His words don't mean anything to me anymore.
All right, tell me about these multiple times in the past that he's had to come back and say, I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry, baby. I didn't mean it, baby. What was that? What happened?
Okay, so we originally met in the 9th grade. We became real close friends.
Okay.
And 10th grade year, you know, I noticed he disappeared and I didn't hear from him again. In 2015, we reconnected again. And so, you know, this time we vowed, like, we're not gonna lose touch, you know, we're gonna keep in contact. So I'm going to see him every day. And then I find out from a friend that the house that I'm taking him, dropping him off to, is not a family member's house, but it's his girlfriend's house. And so I'm like, are you serious? So I'm mad, I'm livid, I'm upset, you know, so I was just like, nah, I'm through, I can't do it. And he begging me, you know, stay, please, stay, don't go. And I'm like, no, I'm through, I'm just done.
But at some point you all did reconnect and you have this, you've gotten back together, you have a child and an engagement.
Yeah.
And you're saying all of that's on the line.
Yes, ma'am.
If he's back to what he's done in the past.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Bailey, you admit that you've made some mistakes in the past.
Yes, most definitely.
Do you feel badly about those mistakes?
Of course, like, pertaining to the situation, about the 2015 situation, she wasn't my lady. I was, hey.
Okay, well,
living life.
For the record, today, she is your lady, right?
Yes.
Because you all engaged.
Yes.
Okay, so the whole thing about, well, she was my lady, we don't have to worry about that today in this proceeding because she is your lady, right?
That's my queen, like, man, I love her dearly. I'm in love with her, like.
But the problem is she thinks that even though you all are engaged and she's your champ and she's your queen, he's cheating.
Yes, ma'am.
That's your concern.
Yes, ma'am.
What is it that makes you believe that something has occurred?
Okay, well, he has this new homegirl. And, you know, recently I asked him, I said, you know, is there anything that you need to tell me? You know, is there are you cheating? Is there anybody, what's going on? So, you know, he tell me, you know, well, I ain't cheating on you, but there's this girl that, you know, I've been hanging out with and stuff. And, you know, my bro, he got this girlfriend. And, you know, when we all chilling at her house, her friend come over and we all just chilling. And I'm like, okay, so 2 girls, 2 guys. Right. Sound like y'all double dating to me. So I'm like, what's going on? So I find the girl's profile through his bro's Facebook page. And so I'm on the phone with him. I'm like, you know, well, I'm about to call this girl and see what's going on. Then he hit me with the, oh, I gotta call you right back. You know, my phone about to go dead. Every time he over there, you know, my phone about to go dead. I gotta hit you back. I'm just like, you know, it's too much. It's fishy.
No. And all of this happens when he's over at where this homegirl is.
Yes.
You gotta watch out for the homegirl.
Yeah, the homegirl will get you out.
See, that's what I'm saying though. Like one day, like she had called me. She was like, oh.
She who?
Jasmine. She called me. She
Okay, Miss Akins called you. Okay.
She called me. She like, man, only time you can talk to me, you can't FaceTime. So I grabbed the phone. You know what I'm saying? So I went to walking through the house and everything. Like, babe, ain't got nothing to hide to you. Like, yo, like we here. You know what I'm saying? And like I know, honestly, it do look bad, cause she know my bros. But they dirty. But
he walked from the bathroom to outside.
I did a lot of 100 pass and told half-truths and things of that nature. I can admit that. Honestly, I see why she be doing that, because, you know, back in the days, I wore, you know.
Mr. Bailey. Mr. Bailey, wait a minute, hold up. Why is it that your lady, your queen, your champ, why is she ever with you, with your homegirl and all these folks? Why haven't you made that introduction? And here's the thing, we'll come back to that question. Hold on.
Okay.
Because here's the thing, who you hang with is who you become. So if all of them are running game, you may not be running game yet, but you will. But you will. So I'm gonna go back to my original question. Why is it that you haven't made an introduction from with your queen to your homegirl?
Oh. Honestly, the reason why she, you know.
You know what? Every time somebody starts with the word,
honestly,
no,
it's not.
I be in Columbia, she be in Atlanta, you know, and we travel back and forth to see each other, things of that nature. That's why she don't really be around like that. She never met her, but for the while doing things together, man, we always chilling, macking. Like I don't have.
Well, you can't always be chilling if you're hanging out with your homeboys and hanging out with their homegirls and all that. And it's okay to have friends, you know. Now, I've got friends. Mm-hmm. I've got a homegirl. I've got somebody I hang out with all the time. Her name is Dana, Judge Dana.
I was about to get You know what? I was about to be a little bit tight, Judge Cutler. I was about to get...
No. So, yeah, because you got someone there who can be all those things for you.
She is, like, cause I be on the phone with her all day. Like, we'll talk from like, I wake up with like 10:30 in the morning.
Let me
clarify. And I be like, yo. And we'll just stay on the phone.
We sit on the phone, but we don't be talking.
Even though we don't talk, like we don't be communicating while we on the phone, I just love hearing her breathe. Like I really do.
Well,
like,
that's almost sweet.
See, look at her. She's blushing. Look at her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He just he just likes hearing you breathe.
I just like.
That's love right there.
You know, that was almost sweet. But here's the thing, that was almost sweet.
Just like
almost
hearing her
sweet.
breathe.
Uh-huh.
Let me hear you breathe. Let me hear you breathe.
That's all you gonna get from now, Mr. Cutler.
I like that.
Whatever, man. Why are you making me blush up here? Why you do that?
She was blushing.
I know she was.
Yeah, she was blushing.
That was kind of sweet. Even the hardened Judge Dana Cutler had to go, yeah, that's all right.
But it's true though. Like it really is true. Like, man, I'm just here to tell the truth. Like,
all right.
For this homegirl, just so we're clear, this homegirl, are you having any kind of sexual relationship with her?
Man, I'm just here to tell the truth.
All right, so Miss Akins, are there any other women besides this homegirl that you're worried about?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, tell me about that.
So as I said earlier, we got engaged recently.
Okay.
I was down, you know, helping his sister prepare for her child's birthday party.
Okay.
And while I was down there, you know, I was like, hey, you know, well, I still feel like he's talking to his ex-girlfriend. So I said, you know, you talk to her, you got a number. I said, call her up, you know, and let's kind of set her up. Let's see if she's still talking to him. And I recorded the conversation and I submitted it to the court.
Okay, that's what we got right here.
All right.
Let's take a listen, Mr. Cutler. All right. Okay, what? All right, so the ex just said Mr. Bailey proposed to you on the 25th. You confirmed that. But she said he texted her, meaning Mr. Bailey texted her, that he missed her, the ex, on the 21st. So 4 days before he proposed to you, he's telling his ex he misses her?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, come on.
She said, you know.
All right, Mr. Bailey.
Yes, ma'am.
You proposed to Miss Akins on the 25th.
Yes, ma'am.
But you're telling your ex on the 21st that you miss her? Yes or no?
Yes.
Why? I mean, this is your queen. This is the one you...
The champ.
Your champ. The one you love to hear breathe.
Honestly, being honest, I even told Jam, I would text them both of them at the same time, and I had sent the wrong thing to her.
His ex also says that Mr. Bailey texted her, "I'm in love with you," and that's 3 days before he proposed.
I meant to send that "I'm in love with you" to her, to Jasmine, but I had ended up sending her just moving too fast, and I even told her that though. Like I told her that, like, man, damn, like.
Miss Akins,
Miss Akins.
I'm looking at the expression on your face. It's like you're seething right now.
I just know he be lying to me. And I'm just like, everything we've been through, I just had a child, we engaged, and I just feel like it don't mean nothing to him, for real. I just feel like it don't mean nothing to him.
I wish I could come off the bench and just hug you because my heart goes out to you.
It's just pain. Like, he don't understand it. It's just pain because, like, you know, I don't do him like that. Like, you know, and it's just like I feel like you taking my kindness for granted. You taking me for granted. And it's just like, you know. I don't want to deal with this. Like, I deserve better, and I know it.
Well, that's the first step. You need to get to the bottom of this. You need to know. And you've said that if, in fact, it's true, he's been unfaithful, you're done.
Yes,
you and your baby are out.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so everything is on the line, and you understand that.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. And in order for us to get to the truth, this court has done a full and a complete investigation. At this time, the court will call a certified polygraph examiner, Dave Lawrence, to determine, is he cheating?
How are you, Mr. Lawrence?
Doing just fine, ma'am. How are you?
We're good. Thank you for asking.
It's good to see you.
Yes, sir.
Would you state your credentials, please, for the court?
Yes, I'm a retired state police officer of 30 years. I've been a polygraph examiner for the past 26 years. I've conducted thousands of polygraph examinations as well as taught other police officers how to be polygraph examiners.
So you asked Mr. Bailey, since being engaged to Miss Akins, have you had physical sexual contact with your new homegirl? What was his response to that question?
Your Honor, he said yes. Mr. Bailey admitted that they had felt each other up and also had sex as recently as last month.
Last month?
Well, we finally got the truth.
Honestly?
Honestly.
Mr. Bailey, why would you do that?
Honestly, tripping.
You're tripping.
You were tripping?
I was tripping.
You tripped and fell in her bed? Is that what you're saying?
Mr. Lawrence, you asked Mr. Bailey, since being engaged to Miss Akins, have you had sexual intercourse with your ex? What was his response?
Your Honor, he said yes. Mr. Bailey admitted to having sexual intercourse with his ex just days after his engagement to Miss Akins.
Let me ask you this.
Yes, ma'am.
Were you able to ascertain or find out how many women he's been with sexually since he got engaged to Miss Akins?
Yes, Mr. Bailey, he admitted to having sex with 2 to 3 other people besides the previously admitted to sleeping with.
Tell him what you think in love.
I ain't got no words. I ain't got no words. I can't describe the feeling. He'll never know until it's done to him. I ain't got no words for him. I really don't. I can't tell you how I feel. Like, I can't tell you how I feel. It's just one of them feelings that you gotta experience to know how somebody feel to have that done to them.
I have a suggestion. Get out. Those are the 2 words you need to tell him.
And Mr. Bailey, I would ask you how you feel, but I don't know that I'm gonna get an honest answer. Because you'll probably tell me something like, I feel bad, I want a fresh start, I want to, take back what I did, all that stuff, and I'm not sure I believe you. Because you're still out there trying to do your thing. You're still out there trying to be wild and trying to trip and all that stuff. You're not ready for this relationship, clearly.
Any relationship.
Yeah. Now, you're going to have to be ready to be a father to your child because that's what you have to do. There's no choice in that. And it's not enough to say, well, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I didn't know what I was doing. I was tripping. I was wilding. That doesn't cut it anymore.